And this is gonna blow your mind. I remember it could have been 79, could have been 80. It may have been a little later. But there was a guy, he walked into United Sound Studio in Detroit. He said, everybody, I'm coming back tomorrow. And they're going to tell you the new secret to success, right? So the next day he comes back. He goes, you guys ready for it? And it's like, there's maybe 8 of us standing around. It's like this guy, and we didn't really know him, but he seemed like an industry guy that knew something, right? So he comes in there, and we're like all ears. Okay, bro, hit us with your thing. He's like, you ready? Yeah. He goes, house. And that was it. Then we were standing there like, okay.
And he played it?
Oh, there was no house music yet.
Oh, but he said it.
There was, they were going to create it because uh, I'll house you or something. I'll house you. But it was like Chicago was buying some crap that Detroit was making and having real parties. And I remember that I was making some of it and I didn't like it, but they were loving it. And so like all of my friends that were like had guitars and was playing like rockabilly or something like that, would just be like, now I'm doing house. And we just take the machine, dump out some house.
On the old machine, what'd you call those machines? The not the Akai, but before that.
There was the Lin. Uh, at that time, it was only the Lin and maybe the Tom might have been a thing. The Oberheim.
You worked with the drum machines as they evolved?
Oh yeah, oh yeah. I did a lot of programming. That was my thing. When I stopped programming, it was man, I had like a little writing team. We called ourselves kind of like Heights, and it ended up being called Camp Amp, and it was Amp Fiddler, Paul Hill, uh, Thomas Fiddler, myself, and sometimes Steve Boyd. But we call ourselves Cadillac Heights, and we used to as a writing crew. Everybody wrote at a different part of the day, but we all write each other's songs all day long. And then a, a young crew came to the house and asked could they, do some tracks. And they didn't have equipment yet, none of that stuff. So they could take the basement and use the equipment we had bought. And we've been doing this for years and years. But then we got to the MPC.
Game changer.
Game changer. So this kid comes in, you get the MPC, we're gonna work on something else. No, we're getting the MPC too, so you can use the one. That's what. And he's down there doing his thing in the basement, and we're working all day in the house. And it's just a house. We're just in a house. And this is like 93, 92, 91. No, it wasn't that. It was, yeah, about that time, even earlier. And, but we went on a tour, and Q-Tip kept asking, he would ask my son, I don't know if you know my son, yeah. DJ Magic One. Yeah. He kept asking him, like, your dad have any tracks? And it's like, with the kid in the basement, because I would go down there on some days, and the stuff that this kid was playing just made me say, I'm getting old. I don't get it because that's really good. It's not on the grid. It's some other kind of formula.
Who was the kid that was?
Jay Dilla.
Jay Dilla?
Jay Dilla. And they got him out of the basement.
Wow.
And I think I saw him one time ride past me in the Cadillac. Like, hey.
Jay Dilla's music was like a vitamin also for
Yeah.
many people, you know.
Yeah, that was a hookup. That was a hookup Juan did, actually.
Big up to Juan too. Respect. It's a family.
Yeah, he never talked about it. That's funny. I remember years ago, I just told him, like, man, you can go down to the city and be like top A&R guy for that move. But Juan was at that time 16.
Oh man.
You know, they called him Urkel. Yeah, Q-Tip is still refers to Juan as Urkel.
Oh, they're tight.
Yeah, we did a whole summer tour like with the Beastie Boys. This was what was that? Was that tour? That tour? Lollapalooza, '94. Yeah, Smashing Pumpkins. There's some good acts on there. Kim Deal. A lot of good stuff.
Q-Tip is definitely instrumental in keeping hip hop, you know. And
Yeah, I know. In the Mediterranean parts of the world, they love that stuff.
And the new stuff too. I don't know if you heard Q-Tip's new stuff.
No.
It was like for the people. He was like more like singing a little bit, like.
Okay.
And it sounds tough. Like he putting some dope effects on it. He was still making it sound like 80s, 90s type,
Okay.
but it's all new.
Okay.
So definitely. And what's his crew? That crew is.
I don't think he should ever have to change and become new because you know once they started that stuff called like Native Tongue, and you got Philly who had kind of like a great nappy head version of hip hop. I love that shit for them that they don't have to like sell. Yeah, none of them have to sell out.
Man, the Roots was more talented than so many of the top industry. Doing the underground whole movement.
That's another thing. When the Roots showed up, we were already the old guys. And the Roots' first tour, Erykah Badu's first tour, we were all on tour in '96. That was in '96.
Erykah Badu is
When they all showed
massively talented.
Yeah. Crazy little mama. I like her. I call her my little sister because I've been watching that for a long time.
You stay friends with her?
Yeah, yeah. We have. I don't even think. I don't even think she could tell you my name, but she knows. She knows me. She knows me. Like we have this since the day she showed up on the scene.
Her music is highly conscious. Like she's represents like a very at that time.
She's ballsy.
Erykah Badu, Lauryn Hill.
She's ballsy. I don't know. They all got a thing. Everybody got a thing. It's like when I hear those kind of names bunched up, I don't know if there's kind of like they seem one and the same, but then you know I'm from the hood. Yeah, it's kind of like it's all one. Like those two are like a type flavor of the whole spectrum of black music culture. They are like that thing, like native tongue thing, kind of. They're that thing where there's the girls who will like dress up and you know and sing like this. That's a whole nother crew.
They look different. They act different.
Yeah, but it's all like at the end of the day, it's all it's soul music. I'm still like, you know, you can say to me hip hop, you can say jazz. I get the jazz part. Jazz, I know it because I grew up with jazz loving people. but you're a kid and you want to be like, you don't want to do what your grandparents are digging. So I'm gonna make, if it has to be punk rock and I don't know how to play guitar, that's what I'm gonna do. So I think my generation started to think like that. Like Prince is my generation.
Prince was dope.
Yeah, Prince would be like 67, 68 years old right now.